Hey pilots, DrainMan here, and today I have got a very special video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the all-new, brand new, super hot NanoHawkX. That's right, if you're familiar with the NanoHawk indoor racing drone, you are not going to want to miss this. This is the NanoHawkX outdoor micro racing drone. Let's go. Alright pilots, I am truly excited. I love me some Emax. I've had from the Baby Hawk to the Tiny Hawk to the Hawk 5. I mean, I've had all of their collection, all of their drones. I've flown them, lost them, crashed them, broke them. But one thing they always do when they drop a drone, like the Baby Hawk 1 to the Baby Hawk 2, or the Tiny Hawk 1 to the Tiny Hawk Freestyle, they always make it better. They listen to the community, they make the changes, they do what people want to do. What do the pilots want? And they give it to us. So I am excited because they took the NanoHawk, which was a great little drone that flew around the house. I mean, it was just so much fun. You could tear it up. They have made it better. But let's go ahead and crack this puppy open and see what's going on. So inside the box, we've got the NanoHawkX outdoor ultralight racing drone. Alright, what do we got? Let's see what's inside. Ooh, goddamn. Alright, so we've got our same old Emax sticker pack. This has been around forever. Alright, you've got a little card that lets you know you can QR code it, scan it, read it, and get yourself some instructions, manual, whatever you want. Alright, inside, we've got some connectors. We'll go over these here in a moment. We've got our quadcopter. Look at that. Oh, I didn't expect it to look like that. That looks wicked. All right, set that aside. All right, no peeking. We've got ourselves a battery, screwdriver, and prop screws. Okay, set of propellers. Okay, biplane. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You got a pack and a half. If you break one, you can fix one. But if you want a second pack, I guess you'll have to go ahead and get you one. All right, what else we got? We got the charger. All right, so this is really nice. This is just a USB charger, and what this does is if you are a new pilot, you have never flown a drone before, you don't have a charger, you don't have a soldering iron, you don't have all these things, that's okay. You plug this into Betaflight, you set it up, you take your battery, you plug it in, everybody has a USB plug, boom, you stick it in there and you're on your way. If you have a charger, this battery does come with an XT30 connector. You can plug it in and actually charge it up normal. It is just a 1S, so there is no balancing lead, but you can do it. You're saying, DrainMan, this board is just a JST board, and this is XT30, so, I mean, how do you plug that in, right? Well, very simple. So they have given you two adapters. What this does is this allows you to plug your XT30 right into this adapter right here, boom, and then you'll plug this right into your JST board, boom, and then you just simply plug this into any old USB. Everybody I know has one of these. It's just a wall adapter, just like that. Watch, boom. But there you go, just like that. You plug this in the wall, it's gonna flash, and when it's fully charged, it'll be solid or it'll stop flashing, and you'll know it's time to get back in the air. So that's pretty sweet. So you are set up and ready to roll, and what they've done is on the quadcopter, they gave you an XT30, and that's just a much better connection than this JST connector. This is a male and a female, so this is what would normally be on the drone. This would normally be your battery, and this is how this goes together. And guys have had trouble with these. Look, I'm having trouble right now. There you go. And that goes together. If you have experience with this, you probably wouldn't have any issues, but some of the younger guys or some of the older guys, I have seen them plug these in backwards and completely fry the quadcopter one just simple shot just like that. So I like that they've upgraded it to the XT30. That's very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the drone and see what's actually under the hood. So one of the things that I'm noticing right away is right here is look at the camera. The camera is fixed very well. Look how tight that is. That camera is not going to vibrate. It is not going to have any jello on you. I know that some guys did struggle with the indoor version NanoHawk, the little guy V1, if you will. They did have trouble with that. And I mean, it's a crappy problem to have. I mean, you can get your hot glue gun and or whatever, some double-sided sticky tape, and maybe get it to stop, but nobody wants to fly with that. I mean, just nobody. And then if you plan on dropping a video of any sort, you are now stuck with some pretty bad footage. So I am noticing that, and that is very, very nice to see. One of the other things that they have done, which I am just picking up on right away, is look here. You've got the TH12025 motors. They are 11,000 kV. These motors, do they sound familiar? Yes, these are the original motors from the original NanoHawk. That means that a lot of this gear is interchangeable. So if you've got 2 or 3 NanoHawks laying around and you've upgraded yourself to the NanoHawkX, now you can go ahead and pull off some of them good motors, break a motor, pull one off, put it on. You can fry a camera, pull it off, put it on. I mean, hey, that is awesome. Your propellers are different. These are the Area Nano X 3-inch propellers. They're very nice. They're bi-blade. You will use these little prop screws right here with your propellers to make them stay on with the motors. But if you flew that, you're already familiar with it, so you're good to go. All right, so you've got a little dipole antenna and you've got an on-board SPI receiver. That means this will bind right up to your FR Sky radio. If you've got a jumper, Radio Master, you're good, okay? Now, we do have a capacitor right here on our XT60. That's great. It's good to see that they took the time to do that. All right, so we've got a little red tag right here. Let's see what this is. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. All right, what does this say? This says 1S battery only for the pilots that have 2S batteries laying around and they want to run another one. You cannot use that, okay? You have to use 1S and 1S only. All right, looking inside, looked up deep down inside of there, and I can see it, you can see it. It is a Runcam Nano 3. That is a great little nano camera. Super, super lightweight with really good clarity. It's a great camera. All right, also, looking inside, look at that stack. That's a beautiful little stack in there. That's an all-in-one board. It's 5 amps, and I just absolutely need to see more, so I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. I'm sure you guys are going to want to see more too, so let's pop the hood. Let's pop the trunk. All right, let's open it up and find out. Now, I will tell you, if you didn't notice or if you don't know, some of these quadcopters came with 3D prints to hold your batteries. This one has a little rubber band right here, so you'll just lift this up just like that. Boom. You'll drop your battery underneath, and there you go. You're off to the sky, so that's kind of nice. All right, so I've popped the hood. I've taken my screws out. I've actually lost a washer. I'll have to get that back under there. But I can see a plastic right here. Do you see that? That is to protect your electronics from touching your carbon, because this is real carbon fiber, and carbon fiber is conductive. That means that if your board with electrically charged by a battery was to touch this carbon, you could possibly fry everything. So they put a little board under there to protect that. That's very nice. Your board is pinned up there though. It's hard to see, but it's up under there, held in with grommets and everything like that to self-mount and get you nice flight stability. No hot motors, none of that nonsense. So that's really nice. They've just taken years and years of production and experience and feedback. I mean, they've got a whole line of drones. These guys are not beginners. Look, they've even put little tabs on the carbon. I mean, you can utilize that for whatever you want, zip tie, whatever, but it's to hold your rubber band on. See how your rubber band just kind of clips over there, runs across and clips over. I mean, that's really nice. And if your lead was to come around like this, if you were to hit or something like that, it's protected. And also, if you wanted to, you've got yourself a place to hold it without damaging anything. You just take 2 fingers just like this, and there you go. You've got your quad. Hey, look at me. I'm going to fly, right? That's great. They've taken their motor wires. They've wrapped them down right here with a little bit of wrappy tape. They've heat shrunk the capacitor so that way you don't short nothing together. VTX does 25 to 200 milliwatts. So you're going to get plenty of range. We've got a built-in right on the board. If you burn this stack, you burnt your receiver because it's all built into one. You've got everything all together, keeping this guy as light as possible. I mean, this thing weighs almost nothing. I didn't want to mangle it apart too much, but I did want to show you under the hood, and I am going to have hell of a time trying to put this back together, but it was worth it. I wanted to show you guys. Look at that. We've got our camera right here. It is fixed, and there is a tab. If you wanted to take it out, you just pop that tab right there. And guys, if you don't have a reason, if this thing isn't acting up, if it isn't broken, if there's nothing wrong with it, I mean, don't touch it. Here's what you got. You've got your Betaflight OSD right there, full Betaflight OSD. You've got your camera, video powered ground. You've got your VTX antenna. You've got your radio link right here. You've got a little bit of foam so that your camera is not pressing on here, creating vibration. Micro USB right here. Soft mount on the flight controller. Very nice. I do see a spare UART right here. I see a 3 volt and maybe an RGB. Hey, if you want to add LEDs, you can. They've hooked you up with that. If you're interested in seeing how to modify your NanoHawkX, you want some LEDs on it, let me know. We'll make a video on that. That'll be fun. Here's your VTX right here. We've got some other pads over here too. You've got some 5 volt and whatnot. All right, one last thing before we hit the clouds, and let's power this up and see what we got. Now, it was reporting at 41 grams dry. We are not dry because I've put the props on. So I want to find out what the weight is with props. Let's go. Woo! 43 grams. This is going this thing is going to be a ripper. I'm telling you that right now. Let's set this thing up and let's take it to the sky. Who wants to get in the clouds? Let's go.